Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? Y'all, I'm back with another video. Okay, so today's video we're gonna discuss and we're gonna talk about how to release tension from your body to help release repressed emotions. We're really gonna get into it. But okay, I'm back. But before we get into that, I want to thank everyone that has subscribed. I've noticed that I've gained some more subscribers, so oh my gosh, you're welcome. I get so happy every time I see a new subscriber and likes and things like that, and it just makes me happy. I'll be over the moon. So thanks again to everyone that's new. I ask and appreciate that everyone keeps showing love and support. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, you know, do your thing. Even if you share the video or just watch the video, I appreciate it all. Okay? So now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get with the message for today. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to release tension from the body that helps with repressed emotions. So I had to write some things down so we could like stay on top of it. So first I want to talk about discuss how everyone carries emotional baggage, unprocessed emotions, trapped emotions. Everyone carries it. And those emotions, those trapped emotions, comes from trauma, stress, any traumatic situation. It could be childhood trauma, relationship breakup, you know, the hurt feelings from like a job, a friend, you know, anything in that matter that causes stress, sadness, guilt, you know, things like that. So all the emotional baggage and things, you know, it comes from stuff like that. And it can show those repressed emotions if you don't, like, you know, process it, acknowledge it, and things like that. It can show in your body posture. So you know how you notice, like, when someone that comes into the room, they have their head straight. That means their crown is upright. You get what I'm saying? Because your crown chakra is like right here. So your crown is upright, your shoulders are relaxed. You get what I'm saying? You walking in, your back is straight. You're standing up tall. So when you see somebody that walk into a building like that, yo, that tells you that person is confident. That tells you that person is relaxed, calm, in a calm state. You get what I'm saying? That person's not really worried about anything. They're not in their head. You know, you feel me? And some people, they get shook when they see somebody in the room, as opposed to someone that's slouched, head down. You get what I'm saying? Not looking you, eye contact. You get what I'm saying? So when you meet somebody like that, you can tell that person is in their head a lot. They're depressed. They're in their lower body. They're like thinking too much. They're not outside of themselves. You know, they're not really present. They're not, you get what I'm saying? They're low confidence, low self-esteem. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of shit going on, especially in the shoulders. There's a lot of weight right here, and it holds you down. You know what I'm saying? Note it, the crouch, the, you know, slouchiness and things like that. So yeah, everyone carries that emotional baggage, unprocessed emotions. Everyone carries that. Now, I just acknowledged it, but those people who don't, you know, acknowledge the unprocessed emotion, the emotional baggage, it affects the way you think about yourself. It affects the way how you react to stress. It affects your physical well-being. You get what I'm saying? And it reflects how you interact with other people. So you really have to be conscious about that. Now I'm going to discuss different ways how to relieve the tension based on different emotions. Okay, I'm gonna acknowledge different emotions and what areas that, you know, store those emotions. And then y'all let me know in the comments if you really sit with yourself and think about it. Y'all let me know in the comments if like you can relate, like you notice, like, okay, yeah, when I'm experiencing this emotion, yeah, it is right here. Like, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Go ahead and interact and make sure you comment below. You feel me? And let me know if y'all can relate. But before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know that some people cry when they like partake in these activities, only because like the way when you touch the area, or when you like really work on relieving that stress from that certain area, it activates it and it helps you, like, I guess it brings you back. I wouldn't say I guess, but it brings you back to that traumatic event or whatever stress or whatever that wasn't processed. It takes you back to that moment, and then like it reconstructs it in a way, like it rebuilds it in a positive manner, if you get what I'm saying, because it's releasing it. So some people cry. Some people cry, and I can vouch for it, okay? Because I meditate. And when I say I meditate so much, okay? Like literally every day. If not every day, twice a day. If not even that, I do it like every other day or every 2 days. But I meditate. I meditate so much. If I don't meditate, I'm stretching. If I'm not stretching, I'm doing yoga. If I'm not doing yoga, I'm exercising, I'm walking, I'm outside, I'm in nature. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of that stuff, so like I'm in a calm state, which is why I want to share it with you guys. So with that being said, when people don't but when people don't acknowledge these feelings, they don't process these emotions and things like that, it can manifest itself physically. And that, I know that's not a good thing, because you know, having physical stress on your body really can like lead to a lot of illness and things like that. But we can touch base on that in a different video. So I would like to express that emotions constantly generates itself, consciously and subconsciously, because you're not gonna notice every emotion. You're probably like, usually when you're present, because people don't react, they don't react consciously all the time. If you know what I'm saying, that could be for another video, but people really act subconsciously like 99% of the time. That's why it's best to work with your shadow self. So you become more conscious and more aware of yourself and what you do and how you react to certain situations, because of, you know, but that's totally off topic. We're gonna get back on topic. So emotions, they do, you know, generate constantly, consciously and subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be able to, you know, recognize each emotion. So like I was saying previously before, like, you know, with it constantly generating itself, you know, when you touch certain areas, like it reconstructs itself. But however, trapped emotions can be stuck energy in your body, okay? And those trapped emotions cause vibrations, all right? And it causes vibrations to surrounding tissues around that area, all right? And usually that certain part of your body that's vibrating at its own frequency will attract more of that energy, you know what I'm saying, which causes a blockage. You don't want to block yourself. You want to release it so you can unblock that, and you can have a natural flow going on in your body. You know what I'm saying? As to, you know, an opposite, if you don't like tackle whatever emotion, you know, tension in your body, it's gonna like manifest itself, and it's gonna keep attracting those emotions. You know what I'm saying? So like, for instance, when you're sad and you don't, like, you know, do a self-care thing, like let's say meditate or journal, to release it, it's gonna stay right there. You're gonna be sad for a long time until you know, address it. That's just what. So the emotions that get trapped are based on a mental and emotional state of you. Okay, so like, let's say, like, I don't know, it's just based on your mental and emotional state, like where you at mentally and where you're at emotionally. So based on that, it can affect your physical state, your physical well-being as well. You get what I'm saying? So be conscious and mindful of that. I would like to give you an example. So for example, let's say fear. All right, you're scared, like there's a fucking snake in the room. There's a snake in the room and you're scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. You know what happens when you're scared? Your body, your brain first, what's the word? Your brain translate that to your nervous system. Now you're in a fight, flight response. You get what I'm saying? You don't know what to do. You're frozen. You freeze based on that response because of the fear. So it happens at your head. You get what I'm saying? So if you get out of your head, boom. You get what I'm saying? You see how it relates? So, yeah. And on top of that, trapped emotions means that the true self wants to express itself. There is a true self and there's a false self, but that it has to be for another video. And we're going to stay on topic. But, like, trapped emotions mean that the true self wants to express itself in a certain way, but the false self just come in and just fuck everything up, basically. So like, your true self is basically someone that is like open. You're open, you know what I'm saying? You're trusting, you're curious. It's like your inner child, which could be another video as well, but it's like your inner child, just open, curious, free, just roaming, just trusting, just, you get what I'm saying? As your false self, it's more like survival mode. It just comes in with like all these different strategies on how to, deal with pain and loss. You know what I'm saying? It's really like suppressing you. You know what I'm saying? You see how like it correlates? So yeah. And then repressed emotional energy can express itself in, resentment, poor decision making, self-sabotage, overreaction, increased stress and anxiety, and depression, fatigue. So I want y'all to comment below. Let me know if any of this relates to you, if it's like striking a aha moment, or like, oh, that makes sense. Like, go ahead and comment below and let me know. And while you do that, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video so far and if you like what I'm telling you. To get more of this content, you feel me, just go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, or share the video. Do what you do. But back to it. All in all, trapped emotions like weigh us down. We get weighed down, all in our head. It impacts our mood, how we thinking, how we see our perspective when we're looking out into the world, like, and it drains our energy. We want to be high vibrational people. You don't want to be low. We want to be high. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said before, it causes a blockage and it restricts the energy to naturally flow throughout our body, like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So here I'm gonna discuss the different emotions and where they are most experienced in the body. Okay, so happiness is experienced throughout your entire body. Let me know like how y'all feel about this. Like, don't forget to comment. Like, let me know. Happiness is experienced throughout your entire body. You notice when you're happy, you're just like, you feel me? Just boom. Anger, however, is experienced in the upper half of your body. The upper half in your arms. This is really, like, I would say, will have you thinking, really being more mindful of when you experience your emotions, like where you're experiencing it at. It really makes you like stay mindful. Also, anger is in your legs and your feet. It happens in your legs and feet. Fear is stored in the upper half of your body as well, and also in your feet, but it's not in your arms. You know what I'm saying? Just like this part and then your feet. disgust will be in the upper half of your body, in your arms as well. Sadness is stored in your chest. If y'all are into chakras, which I could talk about in another video, but you know, your heart is right here too, so you get what I'm saying? So it makes sense. It's stored in your chest and your head, which makes sense. When you're surprised, it's stored in your chest and your head. Okay, your chest and your head. I don't know what I was doing, but it's stored in your chest and your head as well. With decreased activity in your legs. Anxiety is stored like above your pelvis. You know what I'm saying? Love is experienced throughout the entire body except your legs. Except your legs. Depression comes from the lower body. So I don't know if y'all watched my last video, but please go check that out. Well, my last video before the last video. Yeah. So it's where I talk about like the wounded feminine and the wounded masculine. Yeah. So depression comes from your lower body. Pride is stored in your torso, your head, and your arms. Shame is stored in your torso and your head with decreased activity in your legs, feet, and arms. You know what I'm saying? And envy is stored in your chest and in your head with decreased activity in your legs. Okay, so these are the emotions, and these are where they're most experienced and stored. I already discussed the traumatic events that, you know, relates to any emotions that may have been experienced through those traumatic events. So like, if you don't process it or acknowledge those feelings, if you didn't process it, acknowledge those feelings during that event, those stressing times, those traumatic times and things like that, those emotions that were not like acknowledging things are stored and experienced in the areas that I told you. Okay, you see how it all correlates? So if you don't acknowledge it, that's where it's stored and that's where it's kept until you target it. All right, how to release those emotions, that tension that's come from those emotions in your body. All right, so ways to release repressed emotions is acknowledging your feelings, and I've been saying it throughout this entire video. Working through trauma. So we're gonna get into it a little bit. Shadow work, which I will make another video about. Making intentional movement and practicing stillness. So acknowledging your feelings. So whenever something happens, let's say like you don't like something, in that moment acknowledge how you are feeling. Okay, you can say, I feel anger, I am angry, I am angry because, or I feel angry because this and this is happening and I don't like it, or it's making me uncomfortable, or whatever the case may be. But the act of acknowledging that emotion right then and there will help, and don't store it in your body. You know what I'm saying? Instead of repressing it, because some people, due to circumstances, you think things like that, some people don't usually speak their mind, or they don't know how to speak their mind in a constructive manner. So yeah, working through trauma. So like, whenever a traumatic event coming through, let's say you're going through a breakup, instead of partaking in negative activity like smoking, drinking, trying to like forget all of that, or like really not trying to face all of that and things like that, because people make it seem like emotions are bad and they're not. It's best to face it, feel what you need to feel. You're hurt, be hurt. It's okay. That hurt, that feeling of being hurt, really emotions let you know. It's letting you know how you're feeling about it. You get what I'm saying? It's letting you know what you don't like. It's letting you know what bothered you. You get what I'm saying? It's really educating you on what's happening. You get what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. It's actually a learning experience, and it actually helps you grow. You know what I'm saying? It's better than, you know, being slouched and having anxiety and depression and things like that. It's better than, you know, having mental, emotional. It's better to be healthy. That's all I want to say. Shadow work is really short term. Is like acknowledging stuff that you do subconsciously. So I would say, like, a lot of shadow work, when you journal, that's a way of, like, doing shadow work. It's like journaling. Okay, so, like, let's say something is happening. When I tell you that you act 99% of the time out of your subconscious, you have to pay attention, like, really, really pay attention. Let's say something happens, right? And all of a sudden, you're not knowledgeable of how you're reacting. So if you pay attention to how you're reacting, that's your shadow self. You know what I'm saying? That's your subconscious. You know what I'm saying? The times where you're not conscious of how you're doing things, you should pay attention to why you're acting that way. That's the moment you should pay attention to why you're acting that way. So shadow work is really just acknowledging how you're acting subconsciously. Okay, make an intentional movement. I love this, but I mentioned it earlier in my video as well. It's like yoga, doing yoga when you're doing stretches and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all know, like, Warrior 2. This is like a meditation. I don't know if y'all can see my lower body, but this would be like a meditating stance right here. But yoga, go ahead and look that up. Stretching as well. Dancing, belly exercises, like moving your belly or whatever. I don't know how you do it, but I dance, I exercise, you know, I do yoga and I stretch. It's good to stretch your hips and your legs too. And practicing stillness. I mentioned this earlier in the video as well. Meditation. Meditate, even if it's only for 5 minutes, because, you know, some people, they say, oh, I can't meditate, I think too much, da 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 da. It's not really trying to quiet your mind. It's really to separate yourself from your thoughts, because your thoughts are not you. Okay, but it's really a way of just separating yourself, creating that distance from you attaching yourself to your thoughts. That's all that is. It's like you acknowledging your thoughts and why you keep thinking it and things like that. That's all meditation is. It's not really to clear your mind. It's really to create that space so you don't attach yourself. Breathing exercises. I do breathing exercises as well. There's certain exercises that help with, like, stress, anxiety, relaxation, and things like that. The most common breathing exercise I can suggest is breathing in. So you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 4 seconds, you release for 4 seconds, and you hold your breath for 4 seconds. You can do that for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then it will make you feel so much better. That's a way of relieving stress, relieving tension. So you should try it. You guys should try that. Try that and let me know if it, like, did anything for you. Like, make sure you comment below and let me know. Sitting in nature. I love sitting in nature. I am an earth baby. I love it. I love sitting in nature. I love being by water. It's a way to clear your energy. It's the way to cleanse your energy, actually. Cleanse your energy, clear your energy from, like, the busy and the bustle of the motherfucking world, okay? So, like, I'm a Pisces moon, I said that, and I'm an empath as well. So it's very relieving for me. It raises your consciousness as well, puts you on a higher vibration, a higher plane. So sitting in nature is very much so good. It really, like, separates yourself from everybody else, your thoughts and things like that. So I should try it. I should just try that and listening to music. I listen to love songs. And the people I used to be around and things like that, they always be like, oh, you always listening in your feeling songs, da 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 da. But not realizing like all that gangster shit, that rap shit and shit like that, it don't help. That's people that's depressed, that's in their lower body. So no, who want to listen to somebody killing and selling drugs and shit all the time? Not me. But I listen to like love songs and things like that, high vibrational music to me. Calming music as well can be like Zen music, meditation music, ambient music. I make instrumentals that don't have lyrics. That's calming music as well. You could just feel the beat and the frequency that comes from the beat. Yeah, so hopefully I helped someone on how to relieve stress and tension from your body, to release repressed emotions. If I did, please comment below and let me know how it's working out for you. I hope I help like target different things and bring stuff together to create a bigger picture on why it's important to do these things to like really bring you in a calmer state. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Yeah, and until next time, the next video, peace, love, and happiness.